In this Stationeers Mars Survival Guide episode, I'm gonna show you how to deal with decayed food and turn it into something more useful and appropriate. So, my corn from my plantation actually went and decayed because of the high temperature, unfavorable conditions and whatnot, and it has turned into basically, I don't know, compost. So, rather than just throwing it out and, yapping like an old granny, I'm actually have decided to turn it into something useful by looking into, the Stationeries Spedia, and look at this. Cram it in there. All that you have. And then, what will happen is that the recycler and the centrifuge will actually turn it out into something that you can actually use, which is surprising and actually fun. It turns it into biomass. So I have a total of 75 of biomass. So what I'm gonna do with the biomass, you ask? Glad you asked. Now, biomass you can actually pick up, and I've actually accumulated quite a lot of it because a lot of my corn went, sour. And you can actually put it into your furnace. So when you put biomass into your furnace, which I'm going to be placing inputs, okay, correcting inputs, output 0. I want to be pressurizing it with a little bit of gas, so let's, I want to prepare the output volume pump because I want to turn out as much of the gas as possible. Let's just get rid of the excess gas as much as possible. It doesn't need to be perfect. I had some remainder gas from the previous stuff that I've been burning. Okay. 500 Pascal. I think that's okay. We really don't need to be, 100% on the ball here, but yeah, that's gonna be good enough. So, that thing being said, now what I want to be putting is we're reducing the output, we are taking it away, and now we're gonna be putting the input gas mixer on, and it's getting pressurized. We don't need a lot of it, we just turn it on, turn the gas mixer off because we don't want to use all the precious fuel that we have. And as you can see, our furnace is already cooking, which is great. So now if I place this in, biomass will turn into charcoal. And that means this is an easy way how you can actually use your excess biomass to produce a lot of charcoal, which is not as good as the regular coal for burning, for example, in your, when you're trying to produce power, but it's still good enough. So yeah, there we go. Let's close this off, close the furnace. Alright, we have 9 megapascals and some high temperature, which is fine. We're gonna deal with that later, but if you want a proof of concept, and you see my batteries are almost empty, so this charcoal is actually a nice way where we can actually do something about it. So let's go in there, see, big battery almost empty, and the second one is almost on its knees, so I might as well go back and put some into my, what's it called, gas burner. I just want to have 100 stack. Oh, I can have 115 stack, you don't say. Okay. So this is just for the beauty reasons. I thought to put in, the 100 stack besides, and now let's put this inside. So, there we go. We have coal here, 11 coal. So rather than 11 coal, I'm just gonna put the charcoal, and you'll see, although it's not as effective, it still, powers things quite nicely. So as you can tell, the fuel actually gets consumed much quicker than the regular coal. However, it still produces some amount of electricity, so you'll see how much will I get when I put this. I put a total of 150, and this is how much charge I managed to actually get back. So not bad for the thing that you would normally, just completely throw away and never think twice. Well, let me know any more tips if you have in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next tip. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks, signing off.